Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're talking Meghan Markle. That's right. I wanted to do a deep dive into some of the worst pieces I've seen her wear. Believe me, it's tough to pick because there's lots of them. And if you're like, Jen, we've kind of talked about this. Yeah, I put them in the background of some of my videos, but I thought we need to draw attention to some of the worst things I've ever seen on anybody. So I thought in no particular order we could take a look with our dead shark eyes and just see if we can make sense of any of it. Spoiler alert, we can't. Now I don't normally put a disclaimer, but I'm going to put one here. I don't care what size she is. I don't care what shape she is. That's not what I'm interested in. I think you can dress beautifully regardless. If you have curves, if you don't have curves, if you're teeny tiny, if you're curvy, if you're not, whatever you are, great. I don't even care how much money she spent on the outfits. We will talk about that a little bit. It's more about look at how awfully she dresses, look at the lack of tailoring, look at the lack of style, look at the bad choices. That's what I want to focus on. So right out of the gate, I'm going to hit you with this monstrosity. I apologize. So this piece of shit was worn in 2021 to whatever the CFDA awards are. Guys, I just Googled it. CFDA means Council of Fashion Designers of America. What the hell are they doing at something like that? What? And then how are you going to wear this outfit to something like that? I'm even taking my dislike of the both of them out of this and just looking at this dress and saying, I don't get it. I don't understand. Why would you want your boobs pulled apart like that? Why do you want to add extra material around your midsection like that? What's going on with the back of this dress? It's not flattering. People have, very funny, pointed out all the bronzer happening and the spray tan action. But I mean, yeah, that's something, but I'm so distracted by this ugly dress, I can't even focus on that. What is happening? I want a dress that adds a whole bunch of weight to me and emphasizes where I have back fat and pulls my boobs apart. Can you give me something like that? Great, thanks. All right, from one crappy look to another, here we go. We have this look, which was her Christmas look, by the way. Where do I even start with this? I hate every part of it. So much brown. I've had so many of you tell me that the hat reminds you of the poop emoji. So now that's all I see. She made it so much worse by making these faces in this outfit. I don't understand. I love a good hat. This is not it. The color, the cut, all of it. It's horrible. Speaking of the cut being off, we have this one here. I've seen this one before. I'm not even sure what event this is from. It doesn't matter. Look at the guy's face. I think that says kind of what we're all thinking about. Well, all these looks. Speaking of looks, I had lots to choose from on this part of the quote tour. And I say it like that because this is Harry and Meghan's own thing. This wasn't even when this was since they moved over. They went to New York and Meghan decided to wear this outfit. Allow me to remind you that it was 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 27 degrees Celsius for my Celsius friends. And she decided this makes sense. Not only is it horrendous, and it is, and it not makes sense for the temperature, it doesn't. She wore almost 12,000 pound outfit to a school in Harlem. Again, for my non-American friends who are like, Jen, what's that? Well, I'll quote the Associated Press here. They call it a, quote, underprivileged school, serves shelters for families without permanent homes. And while we're on this tour, I thought I'd show you this monstrosity. This is valued at about 17,000 pounds, according to the Daily Mail. And, yeah, absolutely dreadful. No shape, horrible color. I hate everything about it. So from one hideous outfit to another, here we go. One of my personal least favorites. I hate everything about this. I hate the directions of all the stripes and that it goes up her neck like that. Hideous. This was on her Australia tour. I believe this was in Tonga that she wore this one. Here she was on the same tour. That's right. She is working on a tour wearing this outfit. Make that make sense. This isn't like, oh, they were papped on a day off. This is a working royal tour that they were on. This was when they were in Australia. Okay, this was an Altazura dress that Meghan wore to a Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Look at how Harry's dressed. Look at how she's dressed. Next, I'd like you to feast your eyes on this, one of my all-time worst picks of her outfits. Now, this dress was worn to the Lion King premiere, and it's a Jason Wu mesh paneled flare dress. In case you were wondering, it retails for $4,924. So shouldn't we all pick one up? Seriously, guys, what is this? It's horrible. It's hard to screw up a black dress. It's hard to screw up a black dress with what could be interesting mesh, but they did it. It looks horrible. It doesn't photograph well. It doesn't flatter. It even, look at how she's standing. You'll see in all the pictures. It's not just a bad picture. It's like she doesn't feel comfortable in it or something. It just doesn't suit her. It seems like it's not the right fit. She's not wearing the right bra for it. It's a lot going on. It does not photograph well. And the mesh is actually pulling across the top. We've looked at this dress. I am super duper not a fan. Here's another view of it where you can tell the top is too small. The length is all weird. It does not flatter at all. All right. Then there's this. Make it fly away. The bird dress, it's a lot. It's Oscar de la Renta. It was worn in Sydney, and I don't understand what I'm looking at. I like an interesting dress. A case could be made for maybe the cut, but I hate the print. It's horrendous, and the tulle, and what are we doing? Okay, so then she goes to this Commonwealth service at Westminster Abbey, and she's wearing this pillbox hat, and it's horrendous. I've had so many of you talk about how it looks like a nurse's cap, which I totally get. All I can see is like 70s sailor look. I just want to sing like In the Navy at her. I don't know. I hate it. It's so bad. In quick succession, I'm going to show you here, she's never met a tie sloppy dress that she doesn't love, because they all look like this, where they're just kind of wrinkled messes and they tie around the waist. Here's another tie one, but she also really likes big buttons down the front of her outfits as well. Okay, this was one that you all alerted me to. At first viewing, I was like, well, it's kind of stiff, but I don't really see anything wrong with it until I looked closely. You guys, what is with the bras? Why can't she wear a bra that fits her right? I don't understand it. And we're going to go into the bra thing in a minute. But this is also the dress that had the big tag hanging off the bottom of it. That was pretty funny to see. But it's really a mess when you look up close. From far away, I didn't think it was awful. But up close, it's a mess. And there's that tag hanging out. But seriously, what's with the bras? And if we're talking about bras, what's with this dress and the bras? A lot of strapless bra action. And that's fine, but it doesn't make sense in an outfit like this where you can clearly see everything in it. It just looks sloppy and ill-fitting. And I didn't draw on her boobs here, by the way. Somebody else did. Somebody was talking about how none of her bras are correct. And I think we're showing, if you zoom into this picture, you can see this strapless bra again. And here in the Kermit outfit that I hate so much, strapless bra, what is the problem? I've put forth my theory before, but I'm going to say it again. This proves to me that she has no good friends. And she's not nice to her if she has a stylist, she's not nice to them, because nobody would let you walk out like this. They'd be like, girl, what's going on? Have you tried a different bra with that? Like, my girlfriends would be like, what are you doing? Go change. That's what they're there for. And that's what I'm there for with them. I would stop them and be like, what? No, you can't wear that. Go change. But which brings me to the Kermit look. We've talked about this one a lot lately. I absolutely hate everything about it. It looks like a wrinkled mess, and her posture could not be worse in this thing. It's a mess. And speaking of a mess, there's this. I don't understand what I'm looking at. This would be fine if you're, I don't know, going to this grocery store? Not a royal engagement. I don't understand. Why is it such a mess? It's shapeless. Same with this coat. See? No good girlfriends. Nobody would let you walk out of the house like this. I don't know what the heck she's wearing underneath, but it cannot be worse than this stupid coat. It's shapeless, it's wrinkled, and it just makes her look like a mess. We can't say shapeless mess without looking at this one. My God. You guys, what's happening here? We've talked about this one a lot too. It's Granny's bed sheets. I don't know. Look, it looks like a teenager who's playing dress up and pissed about it because it's awful. There's no style. There's no anything. It's just bleh. I've seen it in a catalog before, like the sheets. She decided to try to recreate this look later on too and totally missed. Look at this. What is this pattern? What's happening? Why is she not spray tanned within an inch of her life? She's totally different here. Now I'm just getting mad. Look at this. She was at a royal engagement with her underwear hanging out. No good girlfriends. Now I know she did this on purpose. We've talked about this. This is something that happened to Diana, so she thought she could do a Diana moment again and show herself off. There is no way she didn't know you could completely see through her outfit. That is ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, look at this outfit. It's awful. So if you're like, Jen, this is before she got famous. No, it's not. This is from 2021. Horrendous. This is proof she's ticked off every tailor ever in the history of the whole wide world because no tailor is going to let you walk out like this. Or like this. Or like this. What is happening? I actually love the color of that dress, but I don't understand the silhouette. All right, you ready for this thing? This is a Dior caftan that the Daily Express is estimating must have cost an upward of, quote, 90,000 pounds. Let that sink in. Don't worry, guys. It's an outfit she could wear over and over, right? Pfft. Well, guys, I just want to put this out here. I know we've talked about her shopping before, but I just had to put out some of these insane looks, some of the worst looks I've ever seen. I feel like I'm losing it because I'm trying to make sense of it, and you can't. You cannot make sense of this. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out my other videos. I got lots of stuff going on. And I can't wait to talk to you more about this. Take care. Bye-bye. Also, check out my Patreon. I forgot to go to patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I have a new slot available. If you want to guest host an episode coming up in the near future, we can do that. You just have to check out patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Okay, bye.